Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at Dedenne or however you wanted to say that. I guess it has like kind of French vibe because it's like out of a region which is based on France, but I don't know. Yeah, the one that I thought there was just like one example there. I went out at 10 AM and basically tried to get a good one immediately. The problem there is they are not spawning very often, to be honest. Like, I was out there for the event, I don't know, I played like 40 minutes outside before I went and powered up one. I got like 8, 7 or something, but I played with instance where I got 2 from. And I like walked around my whole city basically already, and yeah, they're not spawning as common. They are spawning, but they're like really not common, like not as basically all the other releases recently. Like Furfu, for example, was way more common, or even a Phalanx was way more common than the Dedenne. But yeah, I still got one, and I'm doing some battles against people from Twitter, as I said in the video before already. If there is like no league available where I can play this Pokemon, which is currently a case, I'm going to ask on Twitter, post my friend code there so people can actually add me. I'm also going to keep them if they're actually interested in battling me and not just like basically adding me and not even gifting or something, or like not even opening my gift to try to battle me. But yeah, this is basically a way to get on my friend list spot because people always ask me in videos as well. This is gonna happen like basically every time there's a Pokemon that I cannot showcase in the league right now, but it's getting released. Other than that, I'm not the first one who showcased the Dedenne, of course, right now. This thing was in raids. Usually, you know me, I go for Pokemon that in raids basically immediately and showcase them as soon as they get into raids in like New Zealand. But this time around, I don't know, I didn't feel like I have to stay up for that long. I don't know. For me, it's different for leagues where when they are actually like out. Yeah, by the way, this is like hard counter. Like, yeah, if a league is out where I can play the Pokemon, it's totally fine for me. I'm more than happy to stay up and try that out immediately and go battle league. But of course, trainer battles are not the best. I know people are going to complain again, oh god, trainer battles against other people. How can this be competitive? But I think I faced a lot of very competitive teams here. Also, this guy who just beat me hard. I just got out of there, was totally fine. Good game there to my opponent. And this guy, by the way, I battled him first, but my game completely froze at the end. In general, I had so many problems with the trainer battles. Like at least 20 times I went into one and the opponent just stood still. I thought like, okay, are they kidding me like right now? Like, do they want to troll me or what is happening? And then I went on Twitter again to look what's going on under my tweet. And people say like there's like crazy bugs right now where they basically are always stuck in this battling screen, like in the starting screen there, and they cannot do anything about that. And like, yeah, I was always able to attack them. They were just standing still there, so not the best content. So it took a long time to do those battles, and I was the whole time outside, and it's very cold, so I'm completely frozen right now. But yeah. Other than that, Dedenne is really cool, and this guy actually, yeah, I want to say this guy nearly beat me most likely in the game before we played. This is like the second game where I didn't lag out. I said on Twitter that he can basically battle me again because the other one was just like shit. So I knew his team, he knew my team. But yeah, still like really fair from him to choose the same team he chose before. Of course, this made it easier for me. I think he mostly would have won the first battle we had. Still not 100% sure about that. But like this, he definitely gonna lose this battle, but still a very good game there. Very fair opponent. Yeah, thanks for the battle. Yeah, other than that, again, like, of course, I didn't stay up for that too long. I wanted actually also decent IVs, as you see there. That was like the best I got out of the 8-9, which I caught in the time. 549, I'm totally fine with that. Got me to high CPs in general. And yeah, I still need to use a lot of rare candy, not XL candy, a lot of rare candy for that thing. I think like 130 or something. I mean, it was fine. I think it was a bit more, to be honest. But yeah, if I went for a raid Pokemon, I think I needed more because I already got like a lot from catching. I think I got like, I don't know, 60 or something, a bit less than 60, 54 or something from catching alone and transferring the other Dedenne. So I basically saved those, while mine was a very low CP one when I powered it up though. So yeah, kind of equally. But I kind of want to save some rare candy right now because I expect a lot of new Pokemon coming out soon. We're gonna have this big event which they announced at the end of the month, where I think that they're gonna put something out. We have the Team Gorkat event soon, where we have no info yet. I think maybe we can get some dark types there. Maybe this one dragon, which we're still missing from Generation 5, would be cool. And then in December, we're most likely gonna get the new generation with Generation 7, which is already crazy that we're at Generation 7. And yeah, basically we have a lot of new releases. Here, this guy, I don't know. It felt like that he lagged a lot of times. Like, I cannot really say that for sure. This was, I think, the like spiciest guy I've seen there anyway. But I think he lagged a bit, to be honest. He had like a spicier team. But I think I knew what his team gonna be, so I kinda knew what he had in the bag. So I think I played it a bit differently later on. Yeah, he lagged a bit. I was like, okay. But nothing I can do there. You're also gonna lag later on with the Crustle a bit here against my Dedenne. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna like stand still a bit and like let him attack a bit more. Here you see him not throwing. And like, yeah, then everything came at the same time. Of course, speed up doesn't really seem to be that crazy, but yeah, it is fine, it's fine. My opinion on Dedenne, maybe if I do a whole video on that. Difficult. I think it has some play though. I think it has definitely some play. We have to avoid the G-Fisk, you have to avoid like Trevenant and in general like grass types. My team is, I think, pretty decently built here, to be honest. I really enjoyed this team and I really enjoyed playing this. I think I lost like 2 bells or something in total and that's it. Yeah, in general, like Dedenne, a bit too squishy most likely, but it has a cool typing, it has some uniqueness. I think it's gonna be one of those Pokemon that's gonna be really, really cool in restricted matters, like something like Halloween Cup might have been cool or whatever. But I don't know if it's an open like that good, because it's just the missing bulk, and that's like the problem in open in general. Like either you have crazy good moves, or you have like crazy good bulk. Other than that, you're basically not usable, and here you have like okay bulk and okay moves, so you're not usable really for that. So you're just gonna get outbulked. I wouldn't be surprised if an Umbreon wins against the Den, even though we are Fairy type against the Dark type, because I think like 2 last reloads are already enough to KO me. But yeah, it's still a fun Pokemon. I played it here, like I really enjoyed it here, so I was fine with that. I think the team is like really cool because you have like the Scrafty. You should always, I think, basically pair it with a Scrafty. You completely destroy like the G-Fisk, and you also destroy the Trevenant, like both the hardest counter to this thing. And with the Nidoqueen as a Safe Swap, you basically get out at least the Stunfisk, as it happened here as well, which is really cool. So yeah, with the Stunfisk gone, basically you have some nice play with the Dedenne, and you can just basically go in here and take those moves. But here's, oh, this game, I threw this game like hard. You guys see, this was 100% a win if I played that correct. But guess what, I didn't. I thought I would have survived like still 5 poison jabs at this point. So what I did, it was just shielding here against the Sludge Bomb. And we're not even close to surviving the 5th one. And I thought, okay, I kind of have to gamble now that this is a crunch. It wasn't, and I die here. Good game there. I completely misplayed that. If I just didn't shield with my Dedenne, I would have easily won this game. But yeah, I was like at the time, oof. But it was also already after an hour staying in like the cold there. Yeah. No excuses though, that was very bad played by me. Speaking of very bad played by me, this game was a really bad play at all. I should have went immediately into the Den. I think I can one-shot this thing with a player off with the Thunder Shock, because I'm not really the bulkiest Pokemon, I have some more attack. I would have been fine there. But at this point I already know what he has in the bag, because if you have a Bombersnow with a Sableye, you're gonna always have a Zoomer in the bag. This is basically an easy, super meta normal team, so I knew what I would expect here, so I'm just gonna go into my Scrafty, and I'm not gonna shield here because I know that my Nidoqueen gonna be my most important member on the team. And he goes into the Azumarill, I have my Nidoqueen, and we are fine here. As we can go for 1 Poison Fang here, he's gonna let this go, and I can farm up an extra. I have to throw before he gets to the next Ice Beam, but other than that, I don't know, I think I threw one to... I think I could have farmed him down, actually. At this time, like, I wasn't sure, so I just went for the move, but I think I could have farmed him down, which doesn't matter at the end, because look how little HP this thing has left, and he's just gonna let it go anyway, because he knows that he's gonna lose this. Next up we have Hypno. I think this game I also played like bad. You're just gonna see a pattern there. Primeape. I knew that this thing has Ice Punch, so I'm just gonna let it go and thought I easily survived that. I do, but he gets this one extra counter in here, which is gonna allow him, which is, I don't really mind, that's how the game is supposed to be, which allows him to farm me down before I get to the next move, and now I'm in a bad spot, and now I'm in a really bad spot, especially as, yeah, he has the Hypno still. He goes into Hypno, which I was like kinda curious on why he did this. I mean, you basically went for the shield there so you can get switch advantage back, and then you don't even swap into the other Pokemon. And it turns out to be a Registeel, and there is nothing my opponent can do here anymore. He has to throw against my Scrafty. I already can put him below half health here, I think, and I still have my Dedenne in the back, which I'm just gonna use here. I'm just gonna let him go. And we're gonna be able to easily discharge this thing down. I think one discharge might even be enough with some quick move damage there as well. We have to see. And this flash cannon does nothing, and we can go for the discharge. This discharge should definitely be able to KO. Yes, nice. Good game there. Next up, we're gonna have Trevenant against us, where I was very curious why my opponent... I also misplayed this game, by the way. I think. I was very curious when my opponent stayed in here. I was very curious why he throws the Shadow Ball there. This doesn't make sense. As he let this go, and I thought, okay, I can just easily snipe him with one poison jab there, which worked out. Otherwise, he would have got to another move. I had to shield. But he has a Hypno on the back, and basically I allowed him to align his Hypno against my Nidoqueen, which was stupid on my part. But Nidoqueen is bulky, so we can get to another move. And we are totally okay with that. And at this point I thought, okay, I'm gonna go into my Scrafty. I should be able to get to a foul play. They easily survive everything other than a Focus Blast. He gets to another move immediately, and I thought, this is a Dedenne's show, so we have to showcase the Dedenne, or Dedenne, or whatever. And we just gonna farm him all the way down. He has the Lantern in the back, and there's nothing he can do here anymore. Good game to him. Dedenne is just going straight for some Play Rush here. I kinda want to use Play Rush just for seeing how much it's gonna do. Does some decent amount of damage, and at this point I know that I just gonna farm all the way down with Thunder Shocks. And it's gonna be a very good game there for my opponent. I had so much energy still left in the shield. Good game there. Next up we have Altaria. This is gonna be most likely the last game, to be honest. We're gonna go straight into a Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen wins usually against Altaria as the Shadow version. So we should be fine here, or we at least like get him to swap out soon. We got some extra energy, which I was fine with. And if he has a G-Fisk in the back, which he doesn't, he has a Ferrothorn. We can go for the Earth Power and already put him very low. And this Earth Power put him, like, even got the Defense Trap here, which is pretty nice. But this Power Up gonna KO us. We can farm down with our Scrafty, and at this point he is kinda locked into his next Pokemon because we both went for a move. So I can go into my Dedenne and I can farm up extra energy all the way while he can go for his Sky Attack. I'm gonna be able to throw some moves, but he swaps into the Vigoroth. And at this point I thought, okay, this is gonna be a bit tougher. Who's gonna win this game? And we go for the bait here, basically, for the discharge. He throws his Body Slam, Moonstone Peak against a Vigoroth, good to know. And we're just gonna go for the Power Punch here. Try to do as much damage and buff up our attack. Can we KO him before he gets to a move? We can KO him before he gets to a move. We're gonna be able to win this game here as we still have a shield left. So Dedenne is a very cool Pokemon. You should definitely try to get a good one in time, but yeah, good luck on the hunt. Thanks all for watching. See you next video, and bye. Have a great rest of your day.